Okay, well, let's see if this works now. Oh man, oh man. The things that we do. I swear we're gonna have a show today if it kills us. We're gonna have a show today if it's the last thing we do. We're gonna have us a show. Let's see if this one is working now. Oh. Does it look like it's working?
No, it's still doing it.
Is it doing it? It's not doing it on my end. Scott said it's going well now.
Pretty smooth over here.
Mine just froze.
Yours just froze. Are you on your cell data or?
I'm on you.
Are you?
Yep.
Maybe that's why I'm freezing. No, I'm joking.
You told me.
Nah, I'm joking.
Yes.
It looks like, so right now it looks like it's still running smooth over on my end.
It's running smooth here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna assume that it's going smooth right now. Oh boy, oh boy. And also real quick, Ducky is now in the chat with us. So we're gonna foghorn it up for Ducky. Yeah, it seems to be going smooth now. So far, so good. I'm going to try to log into Instagram.
What I'm saying is right now, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm still seeing the old chat.
Yeah, the old chat stays there.
No, I know, but how do I get to the new one?
Are you seeing the new video?
No.
Because I'm seeing the new video right now, and it looks smooth. So you're not watching it live right now, is what you're saying?
Well, no, because you didn't tag me in a new one.
Well, I didn't tag anybody.
Oh.
I wanted to make sure that it was doing what it needs to do. And so far,
Okay, now I just went to the video thing on Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm in that one, not the. Never mind.
So, but is it working for you now? Also, Matt just flicked us off.
Okay, yep, I see that.
Shout out to Gonzo.
It looks like it's working better.
So everything seems to be working right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little like just because I can see the subtitles, it's a little behind, but
I think if you tap the picture, it might get rid of it. There might be an option on screen to get rid of the subtitles. If I'm not mistaken. There should be there. But now we are. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome back yet again for what is this, the fourth time?
I believe
3.5.
so. Yeah,
3.5.
Yeah.
To the Two Endangered Mammals podcast, the most trouble-free podcast. The most trouble-free podcast in my duplex. Yet again, I am your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo, and with me, as always, is the one and only Mr. Punt Fu Panda.
What up? What up?
How are you today, sir?
I'm well.
Thank you for your help in the troubleshooting.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And right next to him is the one and only Crazy-8 the Great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we are back on the scene. I think everything is working. It seems to be going smooth. Instagram looks like it took a big dump, but that's okay. Because I'm not gonna sweat Instagram like that. It could be the Wi-Fi situation over here that's making Instagram act strange, but that's all right. We are going smooth on Facebook right now so far. Really quick, Ariana says hi, which means that the bracelet club is in the house right now. Why am I got my? See, I gotta when we have situations, I get all loosey goosey. Shout out to the bracelet club in the building.
What up? What up?
Shout out to the owner,
The owner.
the owner in chief of the bracelet club, Mrs. Ariana. Shout out to her. We're gonna blow it up for her right now. Hold on. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button.
Man, we're just. Too bad this show's not on Friday the 13th.
Right. You would think it would be.
Right?
You would think it would be.
It is upon us.
Yeah, it's almost here, man. It's almost here. But we got more people in the chat now. Kirsten is in the chat now.
Yeah.
Oh man, strong Kirsten.
The beautiful November Williams is in the chat.
November Williams is up in the chat
Shout out
with
to
us.
November.
And she said, "What up,
said-
Crazy-8?"
What's happening?
Gonzo is up in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are. Oh, Mama Lou.
Mama Lou,
Mama
what
Lou
up?
is up in the chat with us. I feel like we just started a whole new show.
Yeah, right.
Shout out to Mama Lou. Man, had some troubleshooting we had to do. Had to get some things figured out. I think I might have figured out what it was, but I don't want to say anything yet until like it runs smooth for a little bit, and then we'll see what the culprit is.
Okay.
Well, my streaming software, Streamlabs OBS, updated, and I think it's switched to. I'll go ahead and say it. I think it switched the encoder to software instead of hardware. I run a hardware encoder because I paid a lot of money for my damn computer I built, so it better be able to handle it.
Yeah.
So I think when it updated, it switched everything to default. Or it could have been when the power outage happened, because there was a power outage here in Lakewood that I think was kind of widespread, and it kind of messed up a lot of things. So that could be one of the things that it kind of tomfoolery ensued. If you
Belsky said
will.
it's the flux capacitor.
That's exactly what it is, Belsky. It's the flux capacitor. That is exactly what it is. Oh man, I think your cousin's in the chat. Crazy-8, Deanna Jackson. Is that your cousin?
That is my cousin.
Yeah.
Shout out,
to her.
Cuzzo. What's up?
Is she a mom?
She
or
is a mom.
She's a
Okay.
mom.
Very cool. She is a mom.
Did I say that right, Deanna?
Yeah.
Shout out to Deanna, Mama Deanna, up in here with us today. Oh man, we got
Scott said performance failure. Things went soft.
we had to get some technical
We had to get
Viagra
the-
up in here.
The happy little blue pill.
Yeah, had to give the computer a blue chew or something like that. Oh man, it seems like we might be.
Seems good.
Yeah. We won't keep talking about it because if
You know how
do-
that goes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got a whole ass other show. That was just a precursor.
Well,
That was
yeah.
a pre-show, pre-roll, little pre-tape. You know what I mean? Quick little pre-tape. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We ain't mad at that.
Nope.
I'll have to we'll leave that up on YouTube. Actually, no, I'm gonna take it down from YouTube, but I'm gonna leave it up on Facebook. So that if
The old ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if people want to see the hilarity that ensued,
Yeah.
they'll get to watch that. Really quick to recap, we talked about how MTV doesn't play music anymore.
Yep.
It plays reality TV,
Yeah.
or AKA bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pun's not too happy about that.
Nope.
And Apple is going to take up the reins, if you will, when it comes to music
I think
television.
this is the first time I'm saying this. Good for Apple.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them. And you know what?
Not that I'm an anti-Apple guy, but
I feel like now's the time for Apple to do
to
it.
get out.
'cause
Yeah.
People are kind of hungry because people
right?
are sick of YouTube for music videos,
Yeah.
and they're sick of like Vivo and all these other
Yeah.
things. I feel like Apple, taking up the reins
yeah.
will be a good thing for music videos. And speaking of, we have a very, very amazing MC here with
We
us
do.
today,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Crazy-8 the Great. How are you today, sir?
Oh, shucks. Hi, guys.
Yeah. You wasn't expecting that.
Oh, man.
He wasn't expecting a whole ass round of applause.
Oh, God.
Now you have a project that just dropped, correct?
Yes, August 8th, my album Animated dropped. My debut album, actually.
And what was the significance? I know I asked you before. Actually, you didn't get a chance to answer.
I didn't.
Because shit
No.
went haywire.
You didn't show the art. You didn't show his.
Yeah, I
artwork
didn't get the
either.
artwork yet. So
Shit
what
went way
was
left.
what was like way left? Just like everything was going smooth,
Right, and
Everything was
then-
going right.
And next
then-
thing you know, man.
Man.
Next thing you know, Scott said, hopefully artists start making killer videos. Yeah. Remember, music videos used to be an event.
Oh man.
Like you used to go
Yeah.
home to see a music video.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Cooking up some things for that.
Hopefully, Crazy-8 starts
man.
starts bringing it back to that.
It's
So you
happening.
were telling me the significance behind animated, behind the name.
Animated is me answering a question. What
And
would, my,
just so you know, I'm putting the art up on the screen as you're talking.
There we go.
Please go ahead.
what would my life look like and sound like if it were an anime?
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
and that's how we journey through, because it's a concept album.
Okay.
First song to the last song is a story. We tell it.
Bro, I love the artwork.
Thank you. Shout out
I
to JG,
love this
man.
artwork.
Shout out to JG, artist JG, animator JG on Instagram. He's from Solon, Ohio.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been working together since about 2014. He's been doing all my artwork.
Okay. That's what's up. I'm gonna put the front. Keep talking. I'm gonna put the front up
so-
on screen again real quick.
Yeah, so the album itself, I compiled this musical journey based off of all my favorite anime.
Okay.
And
you're a heavy anime fan.
oh yeah.
Like I've always been an anime fan, but I'd never like ran into people that was like as deep into it as I was, where I could like say something and they know, like, you know what I mean? Like earlier when I was like, it only takes 2,000 to destroy a planet. I say that shit randomly. You know what I mean? Like I said that when when I was out on the island, I was looking at when I bought my new car, and I saw like how much it was, and I was like, man, that's kind of high though. I mean, it only takes 2,000 to destroy a planet. And the girl I was seeing at the time looked at me like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Right. What does that mean?
Oh,
Nani?
Oh man, yeah, man. So you're heavy into anime,
Yeah.
like heavy.
Yeah, I've been, I guess my gateway anime was like most of us, Dragon Ball.
I feel like every black person in America, their gateway into anime
was either Dragon Ball or Sailor Moon.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Either or.
Absolutely,
And then
absolutely.
you just kind of like, oh, there's more like this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been since I think actually I caught Dragon Ball when it had this short run on the WB network.
Really?
Yeah.
So
People wouldn't even remember.
really
it
quick,
airing.
let me tell you my first experience with Dragon Ball Z. I was in Japan. I was living in Japan for like a year. When I was a kid, and I thought Goku was the bad guy because it's in Japanese, and I don't
Right.
speak Japanese, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm watching this, and I'm like, man, this Goku-san dude is fucking everybody up. So here's what I thought was happening. I thought he landed on this planet, and they sent him I was halfway right. They sent him to the planet to blow it the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
And so they kind of changed his mind, right? So then later when he's an adult, I'm like, oh, he's starting to get back to he's starting to become evil again.
Yeah.
And everybody's trying to stop him, and he's just fucking people up. So then people are coming from far and wide to try to stop him from blowing up the planet. And he just keeps kicking their ass. So now he's just this overlord, has this chick hostage that he's, you know what I mean, that he forced to marry him, forced her to have some kids by him, you know what I mean? And then when I saw it dubbed, I was like, oh. Because his voice in English is way goofier than his voice in Japanese.
Well, his Japanese voice, one voiced by a woman. His whole entire family is voiced by a woman.
Yeah, okay.
The same woman.
Okay.
So she does Goku, Gohan, Goten, everybody.
Damn, for
Oh,
real?
shit.
Yeah, and she's been doing that
It's
since.
kind of like the Boondocks, like
Regina King did everybody.
Yeah, did everybody. The most militant brother we know is voiced by Regina King.
Right.
I love it.
But yeah, so like his anime voice took time to get used to.
Yeah.
Because it's so high pitched and
Yeah.
goofy.
I mean, he sound evil.
And then you gotta think that you gotta know that the English dub of Dragon Ball changed hands like 3 times.
Yeah.
So we had this Ocean dub before we got the Funimation dub, and the Funimation dub had like the Kai version. It's so many different versions. It's ridiculous. So Goku had 3
Is it
different
pronounced
voices.
Funimation? I always called it Funmation.
Yeah, it's Funimation.
I be deleting letters and shit.
Yeah, it's Funimation, man. So yeah, they went through a bunch of changes, and Goku had a goofy voice, a goofier voice, and then the voice that everybody loves now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I first heard English, his voice sounds super goofy to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh
very.
man, look, Crazy-8 just dropping off.
Dude,
of the,
Will and Crazy-8 are having a
we're
fantastic time.
gonna
over
have
there.
we're gonna have to figure this out. There we go. I think we got it. I think we
know,
got it
man.
right there. I think we might have a winner.
Okay, all
I think
right.
we might have a winner.
Oh man.
All right.
You know what I need to get? One of those square things that goes on the microphones that I can stick shit to.
I feel if we could be in a dream world,
Mm-hmm.
and Olaf, Lego Will, and
Crazy-8.
Crazy-8 Smiley Head were like real things, that'd
Yeah.
be a fun party.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Could you imagine partying with these dudes?
Oh man.
Like a snowman that don't melt.
Did
Like,
you?
that'd be sweet.
I would love to party with Crazy-8 because this dude literally has Saiyan armor.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he
perform
has
in it and
he-
everything.
Yeah, he performs in it.
That's
So
dope.
let me ask you a quick question,
What's up?
and I know we're not concentrating, but this show's kind of all over the place, especially today with everything messed up. But
My usual.
would you consider your style? And I even hate to say it, but would you consider your style nerdcore?
I've embraced nerdcore as
Right.
of recently.
Right,
You know me from years ago.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know I've been me for quite some time.
exactly.
I didn't know that there was a thing people called it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody had to pull me to the side. I was like, "Hey man, you know you nerdcore, right?"
right.
And I'm like, "Really?"
I'm honestly just hearing about that for the first time right now.
So nerdcore hip hop is basically people rapping about quote unquote nerdy things. But here's
Okay.
where I take issue with it. I feel like people start making subgenres to try to explain something that doesn't need explanation.
right?
Mhm.
Hip hop is such a broad, open thing.
Yeah.
It already takes influences from pop culture and quote unquote nerd culture
Yeah.
and tech culture. It's done that. You know what I mean? Since
Yep.
almost since the beginning. So we don't need a subgenre for it. Just because everybody's rapping about cocaine and you know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that, okay, because I rap about anime, now I'm nerdcore.
Right. Yeah.
Me personally, I don't really get into subgenres too much. Like to me, hip hop is hip hop.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. So it's the same thing with house. Like house is house. I know
Yeah.
there's tech house and deep house and like fam, house is house. House music is house music.
Trap
you know what I
house.
mean? Yeah. You know, it's like Common said, and I used to love her. Black music is black music and it's all good. You know what I mean? Like if it's music, I like it. You know what I
The
mean?
weird thing is there is a hard divide in nerdcore that
There
I've
is.
experienced personally.
Okay.
So my very first nerdcore show, I opened up for MC Chris,
Okay.
and MC Chris and his reputation amongst nerdcore is not the best, but he's one of the
Really?
most well known
Okay. Okay.
that there is. And then you on the flip side of that, you got Mega Ran, who's African American.
Okay.
He's like one of the biggest names in nerdcore. And then there's MC Frontalot, MC Lars, there's a bunch of people in that realm. But those guys can like do a show together,
Yeah.
and their fan base is really there for like the nerdy aesthetic,
Mm-hmm.
as to where like the whole like maybe blurred and the whole blurred community is more rooted hip hop first, nerd second. Is like
Gotcha.
that's the roots, and we just happen to all be nerds at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this: in the nerdcore like demographic, do you notice that it's more white, or is it very diverse?
It's super diverse depending
Okay.
on the artists that are bringing in the draw.
Gotcha.
It's
Gotcha.
really all over the place. But I noticed during my first nerdcore show, I was too hip hop.
Really?
Being just existing as me in urban hip hop here, just in the city or just in other places, I stand out because I'm nerdy. I went there.
Gotcha.
I went and did my show with MC Chris. I wasn't nerdy enough.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was like I said, it's a really hard divide at the
Yeah.
end of the
So
day.
because you could win a fight, they were like,
yeah,
because you can win a fight
And no
and
shade
pull a
to-
chick, they were like, nah, this
dude, he ain't.
and no shade
this
to
dude ain't the one.
You know what I'm saying? But no shade to the other artists. But like the subject matter, you can just tell like it like hip hop. And I hate to speak for them in that manner, but it's like hip hop is like a gimmick for them. It's like I'm this
I feel
nerdy
it.
guy. I was an accountant, and now I just want to rap about
Now there's
running figures.
an outlet for it, and so
Yeah, so guys is rapping about their cats and items in their pocket, and I ate a burrito at Chipotle
I
and
feel
stuff like that.
I feel like when subgenres happen, sometimes it does become a little gimmicky. Is your mic messing up?
No, I thought it did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when sometimes when subgenres happen, it does become a little gimmicky, and especially when we're talking hip hop, right? Once the suburbs got their hands on it, it started to go like that direction a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
And nothing against it. Like, listen, music is music, and it's made to share.
Right,
Art,
yeah.
art is, in my opinion, art is made to share, and I think the more people in it, the better. Like I said, my only issue with a lot of the subgenres is I feel like once something isn't marketable, it becomes a subgenre. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like the Machine got their hands on hip hop.
Yeah.
So then they're like, okay, we're going to start churning out this cookie cutter stuff for the radio. So then the stuff that was hip hop now becomes
underground,
nerdcore, backpack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dude, this is just hip hop.
Right.
Same
It
thing
is.
happened with R&B.
Yeah.
Once the Machine got their hands on R&B and they're like, oh, we can take these, you know, model looking people and start pushing out stuff, then the people that are doing R&B become neo soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or they become new R&B or
Right.
neo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets a different name. Like I listen to neo soul. I'm like, yo, this is just R&B.
Right.
There's no difference.
None. I feel like R&B now has become basically singing over trap beats. You know what I'm saying?
It
like,
is. Yeah.
And if you actually sing, now you're neo soul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's such a weird thing. So yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feel like once these subgenres start happening, and then people will run with it. And God bless them for doing it. There's nothing wrong with it.
No,
like,
yeah, I mean-
like if coming up, all like, because, you know, nerdcore is a newer thing. That's like what, past maybe like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
If that. So you got 15-year-olds, right? All they've ever known is that's what that was. So of course they're going to take it and they're going to take it further. So it gets nerdier and nerdier. And you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense.
Right.
I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
I committed to it because I've always had one foot in, one foot out.
Right,
of
right,
My
right.
nerdiness and my hip hop roots.
You can do that with nerdiness. You can't do that with the streets.
At all.
They
don't
always say in the industry,
Yep.
yo, if you're gonna be a rapper, but you can't have one foot in the streets
Yeah.
and one foot in But you could do that with nerd
So,
culture. You can
So it was like to where I was using like loose referencing,
Right,
and things
right.
like that or whatever, and people were like, oh, okay. And then I started wearing a cape on stage,
Mm-hmm.
and I started doing like these other things, and it was like,
wearing Saiyan armor.
and it was like, why don't I just really commit to it? And
Yeah.
Why don't I just do this because I'm doing it anyway?
Right, right.
Like,
and I mean, it's who you are.
yeah, and
it's what
it's
you
not
it's
work,
what you love.
but it was like I had to rap twice as good as everybody here to be acknowledged because I was the guy in the cape. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So it's like
right.
nobody was looking at me beforehand. It's like, dude, I'm really like putting in work. I had to start winning awards and outperforming everybody and starting to, you know what I'm saying? I had to really do this in a space where all they wanted to do was, you know, be in a club, hit the drink, you know, strip club on
Right,
the block.
right.
You know what I'm saying? All that. And it's like,
Popping bottles.
and then I'm a competitor though. As an MC, I'm a competitor. And it's like these shows aren't fun to do anymore because none of y'all can rap. Like that's
Shit.
And they can't.
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you said it, I didn't.
Right?
so I like to compete. I like to be on the stage with somebody that's of that ilk to where I can be like, if I do have a great show,
Right.
I really had a great show because somebody else there was equally as good. Or,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It gave me something to fight for.
Instead of a bunch of whack people.
Yeah, and then it's like,
And then you pop up like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
some fries, motherfucker. No. Yeah, so it was like that's what made me really commit to it. And then doing my first nerdcore show exposed me to the consumerism of the fan base.
yeah.
I
Okay.
couldn't give anything away for free. I tried to. I like people was coming over to my merch booth or whatever. Oh man, here's a sticker. Thanks for, you know what I'm saying, showing me some love. Nah, man, hold on. Pulled up, you know, dudes going in their pockets giving me $5.
Oh, when you
for a
said
sticker.
you
Yeah,
couldn't, I thought that was. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like they weren't trying to have
Oh,
it.
no,
Oh,
like-
okay.
oh,
I
shit,
thought
really?
they
Yeah,
were
I
like,
was like,
what? Nah, I'm good.
Nah. That's how it was at normal hip hop shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or everybody in the crowd is up next.
At the normal hip hop show, they're like, "How often do you mention cocaine?"
Yeah.
None.
None?
I'm
no,
good.
I don't.
I'm
Or
good.
I'm telling you, everybody in the crowd is right after you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we got such and such going on. Oh, he's up next too. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And this is like, no fans. Everybody is there to, I'm going to take these dudes fans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's like, you can't take something that nobody has in here. Like,
Dude,
you
I
know
feel
what
like
I'm saying?
that happened just in the artistic world in general. It's like one of the reasons that, and you know, a lot of people say Cleveland's full of haters, right? But this happens in multiple cities. You know what I
that's
mean?
everywhere.
I've been all over the world. There are cities that it doesn't happen too much in, but it definitely happens.
Right.
That, you know, it's hard to get ahead because when you're trying to do it, the next person is also doing it, and they're like, well, why should I support them? I rap too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, come to my show. I'm gonna come to your show.
Right.
If we come to each other's shows, then we at least got one person in the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times people don't realize that. Like, yo, go to a show. Like I tell people, and again, I'm not making this about me, but I'm about to make it about me. I tell people all the time, like, I'm one of the few DJs in the city that has seen almost every other DJ, but a lot of them have not seen me DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I go out, and I'm not going out to I don't drink. I'm straight edge.
Right.
I usually go out if somebody I know is DJing. I'll go out, and I go out to support them. And I'm not a ton of people, but I'm there. And sometimes it's nice
Right.
to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm not DJing and I know somebody's performing, like, dude, if you're performing and I'm not DJing, I'm gonna come to your show. Because even if nobody else is there, sometimes it's nice to see a face you recognize that's there, you know, supporting. It just so happens you always like to perform on Fridays and Saturdays when I'm freaking DJing. Like, you don't never perform when I'm off. And as soon as somebody's like, yeah, we want to book you for like the next 3 weeks. Like, Tyke, I got like these 3 shows next 3 weeks.
That's literally how it's been
these
for the
next 3
past
weeks.
like 4 years.
Yeah, literally. Yo, I got to run into him by accident. Like, I went to, because, you know, I hang out with Chris Goody, obviously.
Yeah.
And Chris does photos for like damn near everybody.
Yeah.
And like, I'm always at the studio with him, and I'm there, and this fucker's walking up, and I'm like, oh my God. And like, where did we did we meet at like the Ilty shop when it was in Lakewood? I feel like that's
Either there, it had to be.
I think it was there. It
It
wasn't
had
at
to
a
be.
show.
Nah,
I think it was there. I think it was at the
Nah.
Ilty shop. I'm pretty sure it was at the Ilty shop.
either that or John Doe was doing something.
I think I met you. No, you met me before you met John.
This is true.
Yeah, you met me before you met John, because me and John were DJing together when I
Right.
met you. I think it was either the Ilty shop or it was before that I met you somewhere.
It might have to.
It might have been a show. Now that I think about it, it might have been a show. I don't know. We'll figure it
It's
out.
many moons ago.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Real quick, Officer Faye is in the chat.
Oh, Officer Faye.
And then Melody is in the chat too.
Oh, Melody is up in the chat with us. I want to get Officer Faye on the show one day.
Cool.
Think she'd do it? I guess I could ask her, huh? Want to come on the show? Like, I would love to get, I mean, she's a current active officer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she in Cleveland?
Yeah.
I'd love to get a officer on the show and just, you know, sit and just talk. Faye, would you be down to just come on the show maybe and just shoot the shit? Maybe do a deep dive and chat. Definitely doing a deep dive with Crazy-8, because there's way too much to you to talk about it all right now. So 100% we're going to do that. Oh, she said East Cleveland. Well, let me know if you'd be willing to come on and do a deep dive. I'll send you some links to the deep dive so you can see what it is. It won't be no like, it really isn't even questions. It's literally just a conversation.
Yeah.
People always ask me that. They're like, well, what is the deep dive? Well, what are you going to be asking me?
Right.
I'm like, I'm not going to ask you
It's like,
anything. I'm going to just
yeah,
sit and talk
like,
to you. Like,
you talk.
yeah. I'm going to sit and, you know, shoot the shit with you.
Oh
like,
yeah, most definitely.
So yeah, 100%. We're gonna get Crazy-8 in for a deep dive. Absolutely.
Oh,
Real
yeah.
quick, I want to show your man. I love this
That's
freaking
dope.
art, man.
Thank you.
I love this so much. Now that's you, the smiley face, or is that you up top, or are they both you? Is one of them your alter ego?
That's me standing on my thoughts.
Oh,
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. You see,
that's
hold on,
that's
hold on.
dope.
I'm giving that a hold on.
Yeah, that's
Appreciate it.
Standing on your man. Listen,
Yeah, because like the whole album is a deep dive into how
Right.
I think and where I've been, my
Yeah.
stories and things of that nature. So, you know, it's different chapters. Like if this were an anime, you have the potential for all these story arcs to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So I give you an introduction to so many story arcs throughout my life that can,
Man,
you know,
listen.
potentially. So there will be, you know, a continuation because I just love to create that way.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Your cousin's like, yo, that's crazy.
That's dope.
Yo, that's crazy right now. Man, my mind's blown.
Yeah.
My mind is blown. My mind is blown. I didn't even put that together.
Me neither.
That's why you're here, though. That's why you're here. Where can people find the album?
The album is streaming on all major streaming platforms. I even have it up on SoundCloud.
What is, really quick, what is the name of the album?
The album is animated, so that's ANIM8ED.
I like that.
M8ED. Boom. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it up on
And
the
this
screen
is
right
it
there.
in Japanese kanji too that
Okay.
I have on my hoodie.
I got it right there on the screen. So that's what y'all can look for. Go to all streaming platforms, right? Apple
All
Music,
Apple
Spotify,
Music, Tidal.
Ooh, Tidal. Okay.
right.
Animated, spelled just like that right there. Make sure y'all screenshot it. And you know, I like to think we have some loyal viewers here. So hopefully you'll get a couple more streams. You're gonna get at least 2 more streams.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? All streams count.
Yeah. You're gonna get at least 2.
All streams count, and it's worth the listen. I promise. Like,
that's what's up.
outside of just lyrical content, it's like every element of hip hop you probably enjoy is in this album.
Cool.
Okay. What if you don't like hip hop? Will you still enjoy it?
Actually, you will.
See,
All right.
that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. I was hoping he was going to say that because sometimes people are like, well, if you don't like, nah. He going to convert you. You going to like this
will
one.
probably make you want to go watch anime. And you probably never, even if you didn't want to watch anime, by the time the album's over, it's like, yo, like I literally have a Japanese narrator on the album, the entire album.
shit.
I wrote a script. I had somebody translate it. Wow. And so like I really committed to this concept.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, y'all go
yeah.
stream that album,
Right?
man. Go stream that
yeah.
album. Y'all know what it is. I sound like a fucking, a hip hop outlet right now. Y'all know what it is.
Right?
You already, you know what? I can't stand when people say that. You already know. Like, hey man, how you doing? You already know.
Like, no, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's literally why I asked.
Yeah, like I'm literally asking you right now.
That is the concept of that question.
Hey, you going out tonight? You already know.
If I knew, it wouldn't be, hey, how are you? Like,
or when people say, you know what I'm saying, too much, they're like, hey, what's been going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Know
Like,
what I mean?
because the only thing I know what you're saying is know what I'm saying. Like,
oh, boy. I hope I don't ever do that. I hope I don't. I probably do. I'm sure I do. I'm almost sure I do.
It's one of them unconscious things. Though.
Right.
You'll never know.
You ever see somebody walking down the street and you look at him and you think to yourself, that motherfucker's probably thinking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they just got that walk like that.
right.
Know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean. There used to be a clothing line here in Cleveland called Nah, I mean.
Really?
Yeah. It was actually pretty dope. Like, so the dude that had it was super supportive of like all the B-boys here in Cleveland. And he would just give us t-shirts. Like he always like kept me in a fresh t-shirt. Like every time he saw me, like I'd be at a club, right? And I'm dancing and I would have a Nah, I mean t-shirt on, right? And he'd be like, oh, you got something on it. Hold on. Run to his car, bring back in a fresh one. Be like, here you go. Like he always kept it. Yeah. It was super dope,
That's
man.
dope.
Like it was dope. And obviously I bought a bunch, man, because I'm gonna support. Somebody supports me like that. Like I'm definitely gonna support. But yeah, there was a clothing line called Nah, I mean. Nah, I mean. Nah, I'm saying. Oh man, I feel like we had. This has been an interest. I mean, we're not done.
No, we're not.
We're not done,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's been.
feel like things are going smooth adjacent right now so
right,
far.
yeah.
Really quick, I want to talk about these smoking Xboxes. So Xbox Series X's, right? There's been pictures and posts of smoke coming from the top of them, right? Like a ton of smoke.
Yeah.
Come to find out, that was all bullshit. And what people were doing was blowing like their vape smoke into the bottom.
Jesus.
Because the way have you seen it? So the way it's set up, it intakes from the bottom and then blows everything out the top. So they're blowing their vape smoke in there. And as the smoke's coming out the top, they take a picture or a quick video.
Was it Gons?
No. Nah, it wasn't God. It wasn't Gonzo.
I'm just playing. God.
Oh man,
I'm just playing, man.
It wasn't Gonzo, but yeah, like I think people were doing it for views, man, like just to try to get, And so then Microsoft had to issue a statement literally saying, we can't believe that we have to say this, but please don't blow vape smoke into your Xbox.
Right?
Like who drops $500 and something on a console just to blow? Vape smoke is kind of sticky, isn't it? Like if it gets in stuff, it can gunk things up a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, I've never. Have you vaped before, 8?
Yeah, and my best friend and producer of the album, like he's a heavy vape guy, so that it lingers.
Yeah. So if it like blowing it into electronics is probably not the best idea.
The best idea.
You know what Microsoft should say?
Wait a minute before you say that, real quick. I want to shout out my man Jeffrey from out on the island.
What up?
The little homie from out on the island. Please continue. What were you say? What they
They should have said, keep blowing that vape smoke, and then your warranty is not going to be recognized.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's what they should have said.
Absolutely. Yo, if you have to send back your Xbox and they open it and find sticky ass vape residue in there, they should be like, listen, we're charging you an extra $500.
You're going to send it back with that little surprise motherfucker thing. Like,
Surprise,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Like they just going to program that back into your Xbox.
Oh,
Every
my
time you
God.
power it up.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
You hit the button.
I don't work.
You hit the button.
Yeah.
It turns on for like a second and then
Surprise, motherfucker.
it shuts off.
And it shuts right back off.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Exactly what should happen.
Yeah, 100%, dude. If you're blowing vape smoke into your fucking Xbox, like who the fuck does that? Like there's no world where you should do that, especially right now. Like those things are hard to come by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people blowing vape smoke in there. Like if you don't want it, okay, cool, give it to somebody. Sell
right.
it for $1,000. Do whatever you got to do. But come on, fam. Like Blunt, that's just tomfoolery. I
feel there was, it's. I don't even know.
It's things that should never have to be mentioned.
Yeah, and that is one of them.
Oh,
It's definitely
man.
one of them. For sure.
Blowing vape smoke into your brand new console. that
Straight
just
out the
released. Straight out of the box. Like literally open the box, set it up, turn it on. And the
Play
thing is,
play a game first.
at least download something. At least put your profile on
Yeah.
it. You know what's crazy too is, so obviously one person did it, right? Posted the picture. Then once it was figured out how they did it, there was all these
Oh, yeah.
copycats.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we saw somebody did it. They got a ton of views. Okay, cool. But you clearly know that this is not a great idea. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason sometimes people don't like people vaping in their car. They don't want the fucking residue in their windows. So what do you think that's going to do to a whole ass motherboard and processor and like,
Right?
And how would it look? You got this high tech game system and it's skipping like PS1.
yeah. And oh my God, Brooke said, "Must be nice to blow $500."
Right? I mean,
literally
blow $500.
Oh my
Just
God,
skipping, just PS1 stuff.
your shit just all fucked up.
You ain't got no cartridges to blow. It's just
You know what's wild?
It's
I
done.
bet you they're gonna forget that they did it, and then like 6 months from now, it's just gonna be all fucked up,
Right.
and they're gonna wonder why. They're gonna be on the forums. Hey, is anybody having this overheating issue? And the fan seems to be slowing down. Like anybody else? Nah, maybe if you didn't blow vape smoke up in your shit.
Yeah. You idiot.
Oh man, oh man. That is hilarious, dude. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, there's no way that people can be really doing this. And then I watched a video. I don't even know why I watched it.
I say this all the time, Tiger. We give society these days way too much credit. And
Way
I
too
know
much credit.
you're the one who always tells me like, no, there's people. It's the few people. Look,
Well, here's what's crazy. Hold on, real
That
quick.
group-
Real quick. Let me say something. So I say that to him all the time. And then shit like this happens and just makes me look like a fucking idiot.
that group gets bigger by the day.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm always like, pun, man, listen, you're being too pessimistic. Like, come on, bro. It's not that bad. Literally, it's on. You can go on YouTube and watch. It's me saying that to him, and then shit like this happens. And it's like, and I just feel the daggers coming from his eyes.
Oh,
just looking at me like, no, when you're not even here.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
I'm watching the video. I'm watching the video, and
in that moment,
I just feel him sitting next to me, staring at me
that
like,
glare is like, explain.
like, what do you got to say about this?
Exactly.
You was talking all that shit about, no, it's a small pocket. He's like, there's a lot of Xbox users out there blowing smoke. Oh
Yeah,
man. I almost like text him middle of the night. Fuck you, pun. he wouldn't even know what it was for. I was
Or
like,
he might.
fuck
I'd
you,
be like,
pun.
Or he
Wait,
just might.
What? Yeah.
Or I'd be like, ha ha.
He just might like.
Oh man,
It happened, didn't it?
It's kind of like when you get that random text from an ex, like, hey, what are you doing? You're like, you found out he ain't shit, huh?
Yeah.
I text pun
That's
like,
exactly-
I'd be like, pun, fuck off. And he'd be like, oh, you found out society ain't shit,
Humanity
huh?
is shit, huh? Yeah, I know.
Oh.
We've been down this road.
Oh, you figured out they wasn't shit, eh? Okay.
Exactly.
He probably wouldn't even have known, but still would have text back like, I told you so.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Like I'll figure this shit out when I get there. But I whatever it was, I
Exactly.
told you. I know I told you.
Exactly.
Oh man, these fucking Xboxes, man. These damn Xboxes.
It's not the Xboxes.
It's the people.
It's
You're right.
the people.
You're right. It's the people.
So Xboxers.
yeah. I don't
Or
even wanna-
gamers.
You know what? I don't even want to call them gamers because I don't think gamers are really. I think it was mostly like YouTubers. So it was like people who try to get views and things like that. And these are the ones that like get the consoles so that they can post it, and
Show
do-
it off.
and show it off. Do unboxings. Not to say no names, Tiger and Aldo, but I damn sure did an unboxing. I would be doing an unboxing right now.
We should be.
But yeah, I feel like it's but see, that's not my claim to fame. I'm not out here trying to
for
get
sure.
views.
Right.
I'm not doing it for
And you
views.
didn't get your Xbox early from
Exactly,
Xbox
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You paid
So-
for it, you got it,
Yep.
and then you just went, hey, let's do the unboxing. Cool.
Yeah, it happened to
You
be
know? Yeah.
here, and
So, yeah.
I sat on it and waited, and then I did the old unboxeroonie.
Your Crazy-8's cousin said, sometimes it feels like somebody's watching me.
Yeah, man, that's what it felt like. It felt like he was just staring at me, like, you ain't shit, Tiger. You ain't shit.
No, I'd never think that.
She knows, like, as kids, as hard as we was on video games, she know we would never.
You know what?
Yeah.
Consoles were made better back then.
I feel
you know
they
what I mean.
were.
I feel like consoles were made a lot better back then. Dude, a Nintendo, like you could damn near kick a Nintendo down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? And that shit will work as long as you blew in the.
You wanna
blew
talk
in the
about that?
cartridge.
Oh yeah.
Talk to old Peppy Nonek about Nintendo.
Oh God, what happened?
That dude. First of all,
Oh, man.
it was almost a hobby of mine. Not so much Joe because he was really, really young,
Yeah.
but like me and a couple of my friends who would like hang out and we'd be trying to play Nintendo and my dad'd be playing it. So we'd obviously would watch him.
Hold on,
Okay.
don't want to stop you, Greg. You know Greg. Matter of fact, let me blow it up for you. Tina's Greg.
Yeah.
Said console is for social gaming, PC is for introvert grind. You're right. PC is definitely for
I
for
see
us
no
introverts.
lies.
Yeah, I see no lies in
lies.
that. No lies in that at
Yeah.
all. All right, what were you saying,
And
Pun?
he like the way he played video games. Like he was that person who was like before virtual reality video games. So like he'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
playing.
Wait,
he would be
Peppy Nonek or
Yeah.
Joe?
No,
Oh,
Peppy Nonek.
Okay.
So like he would be sitting there playing Mario Brothers, and he like when you would jump over a big gap,
He'd jump?
he was that guy. Like
so he would
yeah.
move.
So he was before like virtual reality
Yeah,
and Wii.
yeah.
Like he was before that. Like he thought it would help Mario jump.
So he's the one that if he gets in virtual reality, he's probably going to run into a wall,
Probably.
like in real life.
Yeah. And then you add in his temper.
Oh Jesus Christ.
The original Rage Quit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
we went through so many
The Capasso
controllers.
temper.
We went through so many controllers.
Oh my! Was he just
man.
breaking controllers?
Not just him.
Oh, was it?
I said
was
we.
It you? Oh.
I said we.
Okay. Okay.
It's like-
Inclusive. I see.
yeah. Now, as they got more expensive,
Yeah. You can't be breaking these new
Yeah.
controllers.
but
They cost
the
more than
Nintendo
the
one,
Right,
the
right.
Nintendo ones, and even Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, it was
I mean, I feel like even those controllers were like
because you would like
40,
For its
50
time?
bucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
For its
well
time.
for its time, yeah, and he just
yeah.
like
Ugh.
slam it down or like.
And he broke those. Those things were built like bricks.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
you literally could
I remember
beat
me-
someone.
I
and
remember, yeah, not like all the time, but there was a,
you could.
it happened.
I know.
It happened a handful of times.
I know.
He said, I know.
I know.
It happened a
man.
handful of times. So
Oh,
not like
boy.
too many, but more than it should have.
What?
Like you know, like, hey, why'd your controller
That's
break?
wild.
Because I got mad and I
Because I
smashed
couldn't,
it on the ground.
couldn't get past his level.
Yeah. So
shout out to Mikey Ventura up in the chat on Instagram with us. Thank you for coming back after we had such a spotty opening. Yeah, I feel like back in the day, man, it was hard to break controllers. Like
yeah.
they were made so strong. Those first few consoles, man, like the Nintendo,
Yeah.
the Super Nintendo, those were pretty beefy consoles. Like I dropped a Super Nintendo and like it cracked, but it still worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was no disk drive. Once things went disk drive,
Yeah, that's when
they
it-
got real
yeah.
finicky. And then you had like the 360s that were literally giving you the red ring of death, like just overheating for no fuck. And then the way to fix it, do y'all remember this? The way to fix it, wrap it in some towels and turn it on, let it overheat because
Was that really the way to?
Yeah, that's how people were fixing it. Yeah, that's how people were fixing
Holy
it.
Shit.
So if you got the red ring of death, you would have to wrap it in towels and blankets, turn it on, and then wrap it up in a bunch of towels and blankets and leave it for like an hour because it has to overheat, like crazy overheat. Yeah. So what would happen is, I think it was the GPU that would come like unsoldered a little bit. So when you overheat it, it would heat up the solder and kind of let it sit back into place. Wasn't a permanent fix. Oh, it was probably you don't want to overheat electronics.
Yeah,
purposely.
I feel hey, to fix the overheating, overheat it.
How do you say? How do you fix a hangover? You drink more.
Yeah, you drink.
All right, never mind. You know what?
What do they call it? Hair of the dog or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, there was so much of that on the island. Like I would see people on the island like hungover the next day and just start slamming drinks. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, I'm hungover. Yeah. Like, yeah, I get that.
So why are you still drinking?
I feel like drinking is like, that's the only thing you can do that with. Like so let's say you hit your head and you have a headache. The way to fix that is not hit in the head.
No. That's the last thing you should probably do.
Yeah, like that. You definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, yeah.
You can't even fix that with sleep sometimes.
Yeah, like if you're tired, it's not like, oh man, I ran all the way home and I'm out of breath. I'm tired. Yeah. Oh, you know how to fix that? Go run some more. Like it's not how that works. It's not.
What my grandma call it, bite the bug that bit you.
Is that what she calls it? I think that's what the hair of the dog is. Yeah. It's the hair of the dog that bit you. Yeah. So you bite the hair of the dog that bit you. That was the whole saying, which makes no sense.
No sense at all.
First of all, I'm not biting a dog. No. I'm not biting a bug.
Nope.
That's like some werewolf shit.
Right. What are you doing later? I'm going to go bite this dog. I wonder who went and bit a fucking dog.
Kind of sounds how like the germ got started.
Right. Somebody bit a bat.
Somebody went and did it. Yeah. Somebody did it.
Somebody bit a bat.
And then become a saying or a wives' tale for no reason.
Right? You know what? I'm curious as to the validity behind that, because here's why. They used to say that AIDS came from people in Africa sleeping with monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, right. Come on. It's like Dave Chappelle said, do you know how hard it is to get a fucking monkey to stand still?
Right?
So, like, who the fuck was out there just like...
And especially if you do catch one and you start doing that, that monkey ain't gonna let it happen.
No, hell no.
Like, monkeys aren't these cute little cuddly creatures.
Yeah,
like, they're fucking mean.
Well, monkeys are small. They said they were sleeping with an ape, like a chimp, a chimpanzee.
Definitely
beat the shit out.
Yeah, they're strong as fuck.
Yeah, like no ape or chimp is letting that happen.
Like a chimp could literally rip your arm off for fun.
Yeah.
Like just for shits and giggles.
Without even thinking about it.
Like, for literally no reason, they could be like, you know what? I'm gonna rip this motherfucker's arm off.
Right. So imagine sodomy.
Yeah, right. Imagine how that's gonna go. Something's getting ripped off, and it's not gonna be your arm.
Oh my God. He said, imagine sodomy. That's not gonna go over well at all whatsoever.
No.
That is not going. That is not the move.
It's not happening.
Oh man, I will say this: we've been upgraded on Twitch. We're starting to get spam messages on Twitch. So now, we're becoming. That's when you know you made it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. You know you made it when you got a couple viewers if you start getting spam messages on Twitch. Once you start getting spam messages, you're doing things. You're doing things. All right. I wish Belsky was in there to time him out, but he wasn't in there. Oh, okay. That's all right though. I'll let it slide this time.
Dougie said took a dark turn. You know what?
It did.
It did real quick.
Again, left. Again, very left.
Like a hard, like Tron. Tron just. Oh man, remember that Tron arcade game? That thing was a crock of shit. That was a horrible fucking game, right? Dude. I remember being a little kid and like watching people play arcade games and thinking, man, one day when I'm old enough, I'm gonna play these things. And then I look back on those games and I'm like, man, these games were pure unadulterated shit. Like these things were crap and they were designed to just keep taking quarters. Yeah. And you know this because when you play like remakes of games that were arcade games, a lot of times like the way it's designed is for you to like fuck up and die because they want you to throw more quarters in. Right. You know what I mean? I was like, man, what a shitty way to fucking. I mean, I know you got to make your money, but damn, like
you ain't gotta like be all.
Yeah, could have at least had a little story.
Don't have
At
to
least
be
let
like
me get to the
that upfront about it. You know,
Remember, what was the fucking game? One of the light gun games was. It's not Time Cops. It was fucking,
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis. Yeah.
where you had the pedal.
Wait, was that a light gun game? I thought that was a console game. I thought
No,
Time
that was-
Crisis.
No, it started out as just a straight arcade game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
okay.
made a PlayStation version
Yeah,
for Time
yeah.
Crisis 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that
1
shit
and 2
too.
were the.
Yeah, 1 and 2 straight console.
It had the pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Step on the
yeah,
pedal.
yeah,
You step
yeah,
on
yeah.
it and like
Yeah.
House of the Dead and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ducky said like Dragon's Lair. Yeah, man.
Ooh.
I remember the first time I ever saw somebody like be actually good at Dragon's Lair. I was like, this dude is a god. Like,
Right?
1 quarter?
Right? 1 quarter?
One,
Yeah.
I think the most I ever seen him put in on a game was like 2 quarters. And I was like, yo, somebody must have boosted the difficulty. He had to put a second quarter in, fam. Like halfway through, he had to put a second quarter in. Remember Space Ace?
Yeah,
Space Ace
man.
was the other one. Yeah, that was there was Dragon's Lair and then Space Ace. And then there was another one that was because those were like what's the dude's name? Bluth? Jim Bluth, the animator.
Yeah.
That style of animation
I
was
think,
like
yeah.
all dogs go to heaven and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one that was super like anime inspired. It kind of looked like the main character kind of reminded me of Lupin the Third. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that, but it wasn't Lupin. It definitely wasn't Lupin. Also, have you seen the computer animated Lupin the Third movie that's coming out?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm having a hard time. I really am though. Like,
Do you like Lupin the Third?
hell yeah.
I probably love Lupin the Third.
It's
such
one
a
of-
good.
It got to be like top 10 classic for its time period.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about
Like,
did you ever watch, what was it, Golago 13?
mhm.
Bro, so fucking good. Bro, I've been getting hip to a lot of, so I watch a lot of like, let me put the camera on me while I'm talking.
That
I
would,
watch
that
a lot
would,
of,
that would help.
I know,
Oh,
right?
real
that
quick
could
though,
help.
What's up?
Katie's in the chat.
Who is?
Katie.
Oh, Katie.
Katie Mack.
Hold on, let me
What's up, Katie?
what up, Katie K? Katie K. I've been so I listen to a lot of like retro wave stuff and synth wave music, and a lot of times they'll put the videos to like older, anime like movies and videos and stuff like that. And one of the things that I've been getting hip to a lot of like older anime movies from these videos, and one of the ones that I was watching recently was I can't think of the name of it now. I literally was about to tell you, and then when I started talking about it, the name like completely slipped my mind. You know what?
What happens in it?
It's a dude that basically heists stuff, and he drives a car. Like, I know it's hard to. I know that doesn't tell you much. Hold on, I'm gonna have it right here. Just a second. Give me 1 minute, and I'll tell you because I know it's still on my search on YouTube. It is called. Damn it! Why isn't it there? Oh well, so much for that. Normally, it would have been in my search on YouTube, but YouTube has betrayed me. Oh man!
He was like, "Well, I lost."
Yeah. They're like, well. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think it's in one of my playlists. Let me find this playlist real quick. Y'all can say something while I.
Fun fact.
Oh, okay. Fun fact.
While we were talking about arcade games, so Ridge, the movie theater at Ridge before it became what it is now,
Mm-hmm.
had Time Crisis 2.
Yep.
And I played that shit every time me and my dad and them would go. I am the only person to beat the entire Time Crisis off 1 quarter.
Are you
Holy crap.
serious?
I got a free icy and popcorn off of that shit. Like
Holy
they were crowding
crap.
around me like
1 quarter?
Riding Bean. Are you hip to it?
Okay.
Riding Bean. It like. So it basically, first of all, let me talk about you fucking beating Time Crisis with 1 quarter. How the hell did you pull that off?
Well, going to the movies is the thing that my family does.
Yeah.
That brings us together. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, given that, my mom and dad split or whatever, so we still had that same tradition no matter who I was with on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So dad lived on the west side, so we always go to Ridge. So I would literally every time, Dad, let's play Time Crisis, because he was a police officer and stuff like that. I wanted to be just like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Your dad was a cop?
yeah,
That's what's up.
still is Federal Reserve police officer.
Okay. I was quick on the button that time.
Yeah.
So
And it was
yeah,
the
so
right
just-
button.
So just going there every weekend or every other weekend and not to see whatever new movies was coming out. Dad, can I get some quarters or I go play Time Crisis? I go there. And it got to the point where like just by memory of
Yeah, you
playing
knew.
it so much,
Yeah.
today's gonna be the day. You know what I'm saying?
He rolled up,
today,
he rolled up the sleeves.
You know
like
what?
today's
I'm going
the
to
day.
work.
It's going down.
I even had partners that like died. That multiple people jumped in the game next to me
Oh,
and stuff.
shit.
They died. I didn't care like what was going on. I was like, we gonna beat this game today.
It's happening. It's happening.
We almost like missed our movie because I was like, we'll go in there in a minute. We're going there in a minute. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Yeah, like yeah.
Oh yeah, 1 quarter, man.
One quarter.
One
Time
quarter.
Crisis
Time
2.
Crisis. Time Crisis 2.
Time Crisis 2.
1 quarter. In a
That's-
game designed to take your quarters,
Right.
This man
This
did
man
it
did it.
with 1 quarter.
25 cents.
The 1 quarter maniac. In the streets of Cleveland.
One kid. One quarter.
What? Oh man, that is, bro. I don't think I've ever. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever beat a game 1 quarter. I've never beat a console game like no death. I've never done a no death run.
Yeah, I can't recall like console wise. Nah.
I don't think Ducky said after 5K invested. He beat him in 1 quarter after he invested 5K.
Yeah.
That could really much be true.
You know what's
no one
funny?
needs to know that.
So me and Ducky used to hang out at this pool hall called Breakers, and that was the first place that we had ever seen like a Street Fighter 2 machine.
Yeah.
And so people used to come from all over to play. It was the only place in the area that had one. People used to come from all over to play this fucking game. And then my buddy Changus used to just sit there and just wax people. Like wax people, dude. Like just taking money. Like people were coming in making bets, waxing people.
There was a place kind of like on the Parma Cleveland border.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Play to Win.
Okay.
It's behind Saddle Ridge.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
But when I was in high school, it was called Space Invaders.
Oh.
And it was a
that's
pool hall.
Clearly a gaming place.
It was a pool hall
Facts.
and arcade.
Yeah.
We'd go there.
I feel like
nightly during high school.
with a name like Space Invaders, you have to be an arcade.
Yeah.
And you can't be anything except for you can put a couple pool tables in there, but if you
Yeah.
ain't got no games,
Yeah. It reminded me, I don't know, you guys ever see Dazed and Confused?
yes.
It was the Emporium.
Okay.
You know the pool hall they were at?
Yeah, that's dope.
It was that. So there was foosball, there was pool, there was air hockey, there was old school arcade games.
Oh shit.
Everything. We used to be there till like 2 a.m.
Anything and everything was
Yep.
there. Okay, I can dig it. I might have to. It's not there. It's not
No,
there.
I don't even know if anything in
Did
that plaza is still
16-bit
there.
survive COVID?
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
still
it
there.
said,
It's
"Welcome
still going.
back."
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still going.
So-
Still going.
It's the last semblance of
Yeah,
something like
the
that
last
that
of
we
the
had.
Mohicans. The last
Yeah.
of the Mohicans. I go to the funny thing about 16-bit, man. Like I'll go up there and I'll meet my buddy Raph there. And you've never met Raph. Actually, you might have met him at a show. He's also an MC.
Okay.
But avid gamer and very heavy into like the fighting game community, right? And so like the house that I used to live in had like some of the top players like in the country. So Raph's one of those dudes. Like he's damn good. And we go to 16-bit and there's Street Fighter machines, there's Tekken machines. There's a lot of people that are just there like playing for
Just
fun.
there, yeah.
Raph comes in and he's just waxing people.
Yeah, like it's not even fun.
Yeah, like roasting people. And like the one time he came, there was a dude there that was showing off for some chicks, you know what I mean? Beating up on them in the game, right? And I'm just kind of like, man, let me call Raph over here real quick. Because he had the frosted tips. He had the tight affliction shirt.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, man.
I'm a martial artist, so I kind of understand.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, really, dude? Like, this is a game, man. It's not even,
Right?
it ain't a UFC game. It's not even the same shit.
Not even, look.
It's not even the same shit. So I call Raph over, and Raph likes to talk shit when he plays too.
Yeah.
He calls it handing out taxes.
Yes.
He's about to tax that.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
And bro, he just started beating on this dude. It was terrible. It was so bad. The dude wouldn't even like land hits on him. Like he would perfect him a couple times in a row, and then would like let the dude hit him a few times. So like just so the dude wouldn't walk away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, let me let him get a couple hits in so that he could, and then would just roast him in. Oh my God, bro. The dude was turning red. He was getting pissed. That dude probably spent like $20, $30 right there. And they're free. They're free, but he kept betting. He kept,
Yeah, no, I've seen
my
the
God.
extent of Raph taxing people.
Oh yeah, him, Doctor,
right? Oh, God.
fucking, what was it? Not Jason. Ed and Jason, yeah.
Yep.
But then, Anthony
Yep.
was like number two in the world for a minute. He got beat by Jin Kid out of Evo. Yeah, he was like up there, and he looked like young Eminem. And he would,
That's hilarious.
whenever he would play, he would just make this face. It's like this deadpan face, and would just beat the shit out of everybody. Like literally beat the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah.
I beat him a couple times. He had never played the UFC game. Okay. And the UFC game is one of the games that if you do train at all, you can kind of understand a little bit more in the game, right? So when we were playing, we played for probably about an hour. For the first like 40 minutes, I was beating him, right? And then he figured it out. And then I was like, all right, time to go. Yeah. we're done here. Yeah. Like he beat me around, but I would win like the match or whatever. But then like he figured it out because, you know, he's a fucking fighting game player. He's going to figure it out. He figured it out. And I couldn't get away with that shit no more. And then after that, like, you know, a week later, hey, you want to play UFC? No, I'm good.
It's like the only time I ever played.
There's no point.
Yeah. The only time I ever played video games with Raph was, I would play fighting games against him knowing I was going to lose. So pretty much it was just practice.
You were just a body there.
I was the good friend.
He was a stand-in.
But then he would have to play me in Madden.
We talking about practice.
So that's how we evened that out.
Oh yeah, because you're a killer in Madden, dude.
He would have to play me then in Madden.
Well, he hasn't played Madden in a while.
Not in a while.
Used to be a killer.
Yeah.
I think you're still a killer. I think you might still be a killer.
Started playing it again.
Listen, bro, I have EA access now. I can get the Madden game for free on my Xbox, my brand new shiny Xbox. I would rather you play Madden on it than somebody blow vape smoke. Okay.
Right.
Oh,
much better trade.
Yeah.
Right.
Bobby Boucher is in the chat with us.
What up, Bobby?
On Instagram. He was the one notifying us that on YouTube it was some tomfoolery going on. I think that's what it was. I think I had to restart my modem. Restart the modem, restart the computer. Sometimes you got to restart. Well, I had already restarted. I think it was the modem. I'm going to blame the modem, the power outage, and the software.
There you go.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take any of the blame because I don't do that.
And why should you?
Yeah, taking none
right?
of the blame.
Like
oh, man. Jason said, man, he was my best friend growing up. I'd love to reconnect. We played games all damn day as a kid.
Yeah.
Wait, who was your best friend? Raph?
Yeah, Raph, because he asked Raph last name Robinson, and I was like,
oh, yeah. That's the homie. He might be in the chat on Instagram. Let me check, Jason. If not, I'll link y'all. Yeah, I'll link y'all for sure. Yeah, man. Like, bro, I suck at fighting games. I really suck at fighting games. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm good if I'm playing against like my lady and she doesn't play. Yeah. Like Melody put a post up on Facebook. She was like, yo, who's trying to catch some work in Mortal Kombat? And I was like, I'll play, but you a little too anxious. I don't think I'm trying to.
Seems a bit suspicious.
Anybody that like sets out the Mortal Kombat?
Yeah. Nah. You clearly got that work. I ain't trying to go there.
It's bait.
It's kind of like one time Kirsten. So Kirsten's jacked. She's half Chinese, half Swedish, right? 5'11", jacked. So one time I was like, hey, you want to arm wrestle? She was like, all right, threw her arm up there. I was like, nah, you a little too anxious. Like, you've been prepared for this all day. Yeah. It's like you step to somebody, yo, you trying to fight? And they're like, oh, boy, I've been waiting for this all day.
Yeah, right?
All day. You're like, you know what?
You know what? I like my arm.
Yeah.
I like it where it's at.
If you've been waiting all day, I'm not the one. I don't think I'm gonna take you up on that.
Brooks said, I'm not even good against computer.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I remember playing Street Fighter on PS3 or PS4. Computer was whooping my ass. And I'm like, damn, this shit must be on hard. That shit was on like normal.
I'm trash at Street Fighter.
Are you?
I'm trash.
You know what I am good at? Oh man, there was a fighting game on Dreamcast. Power Stone.
Okay.
I'm good at that.
Okay.
That's it. That was like the precursor to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I didn't get back into fighting games until Dragon Ball FighterZ came out.
Dude, Dragon Ball FighterZ is dope.
I'm nasty.
And I am not good at that.
I'm nasty. I'm nasty.
I'm good at the story mode.
That and Jump Force.
Oh,
Those are my
Jump Force
two
has
games.
like everybody in it.
Yeah.
This has been such a game heavy podcast.
Yeah.
I love it. 100%. Yeah, Jump Force literally has like everyone in their grandma.
At least
Mikey
4 or 5.
Mikey Ventura said, remember Soul Calibur? Yeah. Remember Mad Doctor won a trip to Vegas
Yep.
for Soul Calibur. Yeah, he was dope.
Yeah.
I was never good at it. I'm good at action adventure games. That's what I play. That's what Uncharted, things like that.
Yeah, I love them.
Never played a Donkey Kong game, even though I have Donkey Kong tattooed on me. He's tattooed on my arm. Never played one. Never played Zelda. I never played a Zelda game until I got the Switch. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I should probably get a game for this. So I bought Zelda. And I didn't even play it then. I let other people play it. And then I started playing it. I was like, wait a minute. The weapons deteriorate, man?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't. That's too fucking much. I ain't doing all that.
Yeah,
I like Marvel.
Zelda wasn't really my joint.
I liked Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, but MVC is moves so fast. That's a fast moving game,
it is,
dude.
But
like, if
I don't know, for some reason
you're fucked if you watch that game. It's a wrap. Brooks said he's good at drinking and playing 2K.
That's about it.
Sounds military. Sounds military.
Sounds about it.
Wait, what is it? Isn't he in the Army?
Navy.
Navy? Is it? Yeah, it sounds like a Navyman.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Navyman. Yeah.
My dad was a Marine. Halo was our game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they were Space Marines.
I'm still nasty at Halo.
Are
Halo
you?
2? Yeah.
Bro, I'll download Halo.
I'll download Halo. I got the Master Chief collection. And
do you?
Yeah.
Do you have an Xbox?
Yeah.
Xbox One? Oh, so you don't have a Series X?
I
can't be bothered. No, I'm joking.
The peasants.
I think it's cross. I think it's crossplay. I think I can play. Okay. Yeah, I think I can play with you. I'm gonna sign. Are we friends on Xbox Live?
Tamara not. Because I really don't play Xbox like that.
You're a rap scallion.
I'm kind of like in my
Oh
PlayStation
shit!
bag.
Tamara is in the chat. We didn't shout her out yet, did we? Scott said did Halo tournaments he did Halo tournaments in Sandusky for a few years.
That's dope.
Yeah, we used to they used to throw some here in Lakewood. And Goo Cluster, whose screen name was Shotgun Chef.
Yeah.
Yeah. His screen name on there was Shotgun Chef. He used to come around and just win all of them.
Did when you living at the house off of Rocky River with Doctor and them, didn't he and his friends, because he was young then?
Who, Goo Cluster? Yeah.
Didn't
he was like 12.
Yeah, didn't they find like a glitch in the game? I remember him saying about like him and his friends.
Yeah, they used to find glitches to get like
glitches
up
in games.
On top of
yeah.
And they would
the best of us, we really knew how to really.
All right.
We used to type in all the glitches. It's a sniper spot on a certain map with a certain glitch that gets you the highest place you can get. Nobody can even fly above you.
Oh, shit. You ain't shit.
Yeah, right? It's a wrap.
You ain't shit. They got to patch that shit back. They got to patch that out of there.
And it still exists on the Master Chief Collection. It still exists. It still works.
Oh, my God.
It's the first thing I looked for. Like, let me see if they fixed it or not.
Scott said the fire glitch. There's a fire glitch? I didn't even know about that. I only know about the glitch where you blow vape smoke into the bottom of your Xbox
and cause the glitch.
Cause the glitch.
They're like,
you become the glitch.
What are you doing? I'm glitching the game out. I'm glitching the game out. We call that the brick your console glitch. Oh man, really quick before we go too much further into these games, I want to talk about one of the last topics, and then we can get back to the tomfoolery. The outrage over, and the camera was on y'all. The outrage over Baby Yoda. So apparently, spoiler alert.
From episode 2, people was mad over episode 2?
Yeah. Is that the one with the frog lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently Baby Yoda eats one of the frog. I mean, I know this. I'm saying apparently just in case people aren't watching. So spoiler alert for episode 2 of The Mandalorian if you haven't been watching it. So you might want to skip ahead a couple seconds, even though this is live. But if you're listening, if you're listening on iTunes, skip ahead a couple seconds. So Baby Yoda eats one of her fucking eggs. Mm-hmm. Oh, he ate 5 of them? Oh my God.
Damn. Look.
Okay, I gotta understand the outrage.
Baby Yoda's a G though.
Yeah. Did she make it there with any of them?
Yeah. She had a bunch of them. Or
okay.
Okay.
But he was just a terror. Like when
he just kept eating.
He just every time you turn around, even like the last scene of it.
Point that mic at your mouth. Sorry.
The last scene of the entire episode. You like crisis averted. They didn't escape barely with their lives or whatever. And before end credits come, here come Baby Yoda. Like
he's such a gangster though. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God. Didn't he eat like a frog the first time we saw him? He just grabbed the fucking frog.
Mad shit. Like they got into the big problem of the episode happened because he ate a spider out of one of these and the big mama spider was
Oh,
like,
the giant
yo.
spider. Oh, see, I haven't been watching because I'm kind of waiting for a bunch of episodes.
Yeah,
I can't stand waiting. Yeah,
it's just irritating as shit.
yeah. So he ate a fucking spider.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He just was hungry as shit this whole episode. It was
And
ridiculous.
then he finally ate something. And then
It's
He ate
something
a fucking
else going
spider.
on there though. Like when he
Yeah.
first looked at the whole tank full of eggs floating,
Mhm.
they had like the cued in the music that was all like mystical and something like that.
Oh, so he's
He
evil,
got
Baby
to,
Yoda.
He got to touching the tank. The eggs like started moving towards
towards him, yeah.
And then the next time you see him, he got the hatch open and he just dogging him.
Yo, he's gonna be a Sith.
Dogging him.
They gonna fuck
think?
around and make him a Sith.
You think?
Either that or he's gonna be a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I could see him being a Mandalorian, a really short one, but a Mandalorian.
That would be
nonetheless.
crazy.
Yeah, I can't really see him being a Sith because
Yeah.
apparently that race
is force heavy.
is very like light side heavy. Like they don't really.
That's
they're
why the main
naturally light
protagonist
side.
is after him. I feel like they're trying to convert him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, or they want to eat him and get his power. What do you think is going to happen with Boba? Now that he popped up,
so of course they won't.
real quick, I'm torn. So they use the same actor that played Django.
Yeah.
I'm torn about that, and here's why.
Okay.
I feel like they should have used the child actor that played Boba.
Yeah.
Like grown up.
Well, Boba was nothing but like he wasn't a full grown clone yet. They're all clones.
They're all
of
clones, but
Django.
they had him like age normally and so on and so forth.
Basically, he would grow up and look like Tamar Morrison.
Or he was a special one that they made because they said they made him special for him.
Yeah, but he
Maybe
still
he would
look,
grow up and kind of just look like him, but look a little bit
So
different.
the whole Star Wars lore with the clones, like everybody had to be of Django. So like that's the reason why he would come back like that.
Yeah, so all those clones literally look
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have they officially said it's Boba, or could it be like one of the other clones?
No, it's been confirmed.
Yeah, it's Boba.
Yeah, it's been confirmed.
Okay. And
He survived the Sarlacc pit.
which canon are they going with the Sarlacc pit? The one where he kind of like the Sarlacc pit ate somebody, and then that person's mind connected with the Sarlacc pit, and then Boba talks to that dude. They're not going with that.
They kind of explained. They did this half-ass explainer in the first episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian. Basically,
Spoiler.
So basically, a crate dragon ate the Sarlacc, and
What? What?
Yeah.
so the main
Wait, pause for 1 second, really quick. Shout out to Trizzy. He's up in the chat
what up,
with us
Trizzy?
on Instagram. It's his birthday
Oh.
this Friday. Yeah, his birthday is going down this Friday. I'll be DJing it at Barley House. So shout out Trizzy up in here with us. All right, please, 8, please go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, so the adventure of the first episode of season 2 had Mando trying to kill this crate dragon that was terrorizing this town in Tatooine.
Wait a minute, another quick pause. Shout out to Bobby Jagger Jack in the chat on Instagram. All right,
What up?
Yeah, so what happened is he was like the crate dragon was living in the home of a Sarlacc, and they was like, well, how did that happen? He's like, well, he ate the Sarlacc. So basically, the stomach acid of the crate dragon ate the Sarlacc, which then allowed Boba to escape with like minor damage due to like corrosion and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
The digestion system of a Sarlacc.
It's like 100 years or some weird shit like that.
So basically, he was in there, and his Mandalorian armor pretty much saved him from being digested. And then when the Sarlacc got ate, then he, you know what I'm saying, he was able to get free.
Oh,
I like that. It kind of
so
makes
how did old dude, Raylan from didn't he play Raylan Givens or some shit like that? Or did he play? Yeah, it was Raylan that he played, right? How did he? Really quick, why the fuck is that? What is it, Timothy Oliphant? That dude is always a sheriff.
Yeah,
like he's
he is,
always a sheriff. He was a sheriff in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He was a sheriff in fucking what was that
What's the
HBO
name of that show?
Deadwood?
Yeah.
He was a sheriff in Deadwood. He was a sheriff in
That's the reason why they had him play
because he was a sheriff in Deadwood.
Yeah.
He was also a sheriff. What was that show? Justified. And then something that people forget. Remember the movie The Crazies?
Yeah.
He was a fucking sheriff in that too.
Yeah.
That dude is always
He also
a
at some point played Hitman.
And wait a minute, he's also a sheriff in oh God, Chris Rock is in it. the new series of Fargo.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's a sheriff in that. That dude stays a sheriff, man. That dude stays a sheriff. Like he played Hitman, but that dude,
typecasting.
that dude is typecasted like a motherfucker.
He looked awful in Boba Fett's armor.
Does it? Yeah, he looked a little weird. He looked like his neck looked kind of long. It was kind of weird.
He had this red sweater
Wasn't
on.
he? He was in Tremors, right?
No, that was Kevin Bacon.
And who was the other guy?
The dude that was not Buckaroo Banzai. Is it was it Quartermain? Oh, what the fuck was that dude's name? I know you know who I'm talking about. He talks like he has a real country like. I can't think of the dude's name. You got the Google right in front of you. You got the.
I do. What the hell am I thinking?
I mean, right on Google.
Yeah,
too.
you got the Googles. You got the Googles right there.
But yeah, no, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't in Tremors.
Yeah, but he's been a sheriff and everything else.
Last year, I binge watched every Tremors for no reason.
Did you? How many
Like
of them are there?
straight.
Aren't there like
They just made one this year.
What?
And the one dude is still in it.
He's still in
the
it.
one guy,
the old guy,
the older guy. Yeah,
he's still in it.
The crazy conspiracy guy.
Yeah, he's the only one that's
He's
been
the
in
only one that's been-
every single one of them. Yeah,
because they call him for everything. And then he had a son. He had a. He ended up having a son, and they ended up like running the Tremors killing business.
Oh Jesus Christ! The Tremors killing business. Oh my god.
Yeah, like they went into business together, and then like it was like a reality show.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
But I binge watched like all of them. Like,
I think I might have to do that.
Weekend.
I think I might have to do that one day.
And you see how they even went back to like Western times for one of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They traveled in time.
No, it just was a prequel.
The first sighting of the.
It was like the same town, but back in Western times.
Oh my god!
And the entire cast was the same, playing somebody else from like way back.
Oh my! Are you serious?
They did that.
Yeah, it was,
like that's not
It
how
actually happened.
That's
Fred
not how
Ward, right?
genes work.
Yeah.
That's not how genes work. You don't look exactly the same. Oh my
It
god!
happened.
That is funny as shit. I can't believe they did that. You ever? Let me ask you a question. How the fuck long ago was Star Wars supposed to take place? Because it's like it always says a long time ago,
right?
But yet somehow in the future,
Yeah,
Their whole time period is weird. They even like they have their own time period.
Yeah, because if you play Knights of the Old Republic, that's supposed to be like 1,000 or 3,000 years before even episode 1. Yeah, like 1,000 years. Like, come on, fam, damn, a whole 1,000 fucking years. That's too much time. That's too much time. We can keep this in 100. We can keep it within 100
But
years.
it's like our decade of civilization never happened in that universe.
Yeah,
They've always been technologically advanced and desolate. At the same time.
Yeah. They literally have space travel and cavemen, like all in
at the same time.
So are humans, or are they something else
What the fuck are they called?
in the Star Wars universe?
I think they're called something else.
Yeah, I always wondered that. Like, are they human?
because I know in the
Yeah,
MCU,
the word wouldn't be human.
Yeah.
in the MCU they're Terrans.
Yeah, they're Terrans.
Yeah.
Terran. So
But I don't know what they are.
once
in Star
Disney
Wars.
Disney got their hands on them, they were like, we need to put a name to this.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
We got
You learned that
names
from the
things.
Guardians movie.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, they mentioned them in the Guardians movie?
Yeah. That's
Terran?
how you find out
So
that we're called Terrans.
now Star Wars.
No.
I
That's
thought you
in
meant
the MCU.
Okay,
That's how we found out that. Because he's like, yeah, I'm from Earth. He's like, no, you're Terran.
that's my
Like,
bad.
Yeah.
That's my bad. That's my fault. I thought when you said that in the MCU, I thought you meant because Disney owns it now. Now they sucked Star Wars into the MCU because I think there's Star Wars Marvel comics, right?
Yeah.
There was
I'm not
there was some
mistaken.
crossovers back then.
Well, I mean, I thought the Star Wars comics were published by Marvel, were they not? Or
Yeah.
am I-
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that
when
happened.
you said the MCU,
okay.
that's what I thought you were talking
But that's
about.
before they was under the same.
Yeah, under the
Studio
same
house.
umbrella. Yeah, and then they straight up made all that shit like, nope.
Never happened.
Like fucking Han Solo had a black wife that popped up out of nowhere, and, and they were like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. She damn sure just popped up out of nowhere. She blew
did.
a hole in the side of his ship. They're like, who the fuck are you? I'm his wife.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. All right. Well.
Right.
They wanted to add to them the misadventures of Han Solo.
Yeah. You know Han was running. I want to see the misadventures
Hell
of
yeah.
fucking damn it.
Han Solo?
Who Lando?
No, Lando.
Oh, Lando?
Yeah.
They're working on a Disney Plus show with Donald Glover as Lando.
See, that's what bothered me about the Solo movie, because the Solo movie wasn't great.
Oh no,
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
It-
But because of that, it kind of messed up a movie for Lando. When honestly, they should have just made a damn Lando movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I get it. You people wanted Solo. First of all, in my personal opinion, they fucked up the casting for Han Solo, because there's a dude who was in a movie with Harrison Ford that looks exactly like a young Harrison Ford. As a matter of fact, he made a YouTube video being Han Solo, and people thought it was like
Harrison Ford
when he was
Yeah.
young trying out. So he was in a movie with Harrison Ford where he played a young Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
So it's like Disney has a habit of taking obvious casting and not doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this dude is clearly the right choice. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
Hollywood in general. The
Yeah,
only
yeah,
time they
for
got
sure.
it right was like Harry Potter.
yeah. And that was
That
probably
dude was born to be
that was,
Harry
and
Potter.
that was probably by accident. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's kind of like when everybody was like, "Yo, Donald Glover should play Miles Morales." It was perfect. He was the right age at the time. Like, it
Yep.
was perfect.
Yeah.
They should have just did it. What'd they do? Nah, we're gonna go with Andrew Lincoln
We're gonna reboot it again.
again.
right.
Get this British dude and have
Yeah.
like
His
what?
first movie wasn't trash, but the
No, it
second
wasn't.
one
I didn't
most
mind it.
definitely.
I didn't mind the first one at all.
No, the
whatsoever.
first one,
liked the
I
first
like
one.
that one.
Honestly, I liked Tobey Maguire's first one. That
I
one
liked the
was
first
dope.
one.
It was Tobey Maguire.
His first
Yeah.
two. His first
Yeah,
two
his
was fire.
first
the
two
first
was
two
good.
were
Yeah,
That third one,
third one
Yeah.
was
But
Woo.
the third one was with
Sandman,
yeah, yeah.
Venom,
Yeah.
Hobgoblin,
Oh,
or
God.
New Goblin,
New
as
Goblin.
they called him.
Yeah,
New Goblin.
New Goblin.
Yeah, that third one, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit was hot.
I feel
trash,
like
man.
back then, like they should have just pulled from WWE.
Yeah,
Because like Brock Lesnar
yeah.
looks exactly like Eddie
Eddie
Brock.
Brock, yeah.
Yep.
the-
One. And his name is Brock.
Right? And like
Honestly,
Triple H would have been a
honestly,
hell of a Thor
I think.
Ooh,
I think.
okay.
I think Chris Benoit would have made a hell of a Wolverine.
before he went batshit crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Well-
you know what they're saying? That could have been CTE. Is what they're saying now.
Really?
Yeah, CTE makes you do wild shit, dude. CTE like fucks people up, and I guess they're saying like it could have been. Cause
I mean,
he's
his-
been hitting the head.
his-
a lot.
Not even hitting the head. His finishing move was jumping off the top rope and headbutting you.
Yeah. So
That in a crippler crossface.
yeah, that's a thing. So
Well,
yeah, I
I
mean,
put
but
somebody in that for real, and I was like, oh,
yeah, that's
you don't fuck with Chris
yeah. A
Benoit?
lot of that
Yeah.
shit hurts. Yeah, he would have made a great Wolverine.
He would've.
He was 5'4",
He was
5'4".
built like a tank, and he
Canadian?
was Canadian.
Yeah.
His
had
name was the Rabbit
aggression.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Obviously had the
He had
aggression.
the sideburns.
Right?
He would have made a perfect
Oh
Wolverine.
man, dropped
Yeah,
the
but
ball on that
they hit
Beth Phoenix?
And the thing is, I don't mind Hugh Jackman, but when you think about like if you're an avid Marvel fan, you're like, Wolverine is not 6'3". He's
Right.
5 foot. He's a foot shorter than that.
Yeah.
So like, Hugh Jackman is a great actor.
He is.
right.
Yeah.
and he definitely put. I give props.
he
to
grew
him.
into it.
Yeah,
He did, yeah.
He put in the work. He got the build because he doesn't walk around like that.
No.
He got the build. He put in the work. He got the muscle mass. He played the role. If he was a foot shorter, I would say he's a great fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's not a foot shorter. You know what I
not,
mean?
yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna complain, but I'm gonna kind of complain.
Yeah, like we deserved a lot better from just the first X-Men casting in general.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
100%.
Oh, y'all remember
100%.
the accent that Halle Berry forgot?
That shit was there for like what, a week?
Not even.
She had it for like maybe the first 10 minutes of the movie.
I think she had that accent for the trailer, and then that was it. She had the accent for the trailer, and it was like, all right,
Angela
I'm done with
Bassett
this.
should have been our Storm back then.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, you're absolutely right. Holy fuck,
Yeah.
They said she was up for the role.
you're absolutely right. She should have been.
She should have been our Storm back then. I mean, voice,
I'm not.
strength,
I'm not mad
everything.
at Halle Berry, but Angela Bassett is.
Yeah. Right?
If I mean, isn't
Like
Storm isn't Storm supposed to be African?
Yeah.
Angela Bassett looks more of African descent than Halle Berry, if I'm completely honest with you. Like the cheekbones.
But think about the 90s X-Men Storm, right? Vocally,
Yeah.
that could have been Angela Bassett doing the voice of Storm then. So it was
100%.
like, that's a slam dunk.
I'll tell you where Marvel hit the nail on the head is casting the casting of Blade.
Oh, Mahershala
Fuck
Ali.
No.
Or you
Before
talking
that.
about? Oh, you
Before
talking
that.
Wesley?
Wesley.
Okay,
Yeah.
But honestly,
that was his idea.
Here's the thing too. The casting of Mahershala Ali to reboot it is perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they look similar.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They don't look alike because we don't all look alike.
Wesley
But
brought
they
that to
definitely look
Marvel.
similar.
Though.
Oh,
That
really?
wasn't even their idea.
So Wesley
He did
was
that
like,
all in his. That was his production house that put that together and linked with Marvel and stuff like that.
wait, the original
the
movie?
original Blade.
Oh,
That was his idea.
So at what point did they start putting their? I feel like the third one is when they put their hands in.
Either it was two. I think two to three.
Yeah. Well, 2 still had kind of the same feeling as the first, in a sense.
Yeah.
And then 3,
But then they started putting they really started
Yeah.
putting a flag on it.
Yeah.
So by the time 3 came out, it had a Marvel.
extra fucking characters.
It had a Marvel drop on it when
Yeah.
it came on at this
I'm
time.
like, listen, I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan, but who the fuck are these people? Like, no.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to do a spinoff. I think Blade was too black, and they were like,
Yeah.
listen, let's do a spinoff with these 2 white characters, and we'll just go ahead and get rid of. We'll
And
go
they
ahead and get
killed
rid
the
of Wesley.
franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
killed it.
It killed the
Literally.
franchise.
It put a stake in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that fucked the franchise up like sorely. Fucked the
You think
franchise up.
that the thing that lost me was the fucking dog.
Oh yeah, wait.
Oh, the vampire dog,
the
the
little-
little poodle, the
And
shih
Trinity,
tzu.
like,
The little shih tzu.
first of all, if I'm turning my dog into a fucking vampire, it ain't that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a fucking Rottweiler, a pit bull, or some
Something.
shit. A Doberman.
know what I mean?
Dobermans look like
Oh,
vampires.
then we
yeah.
had Triple H in there.
Right?
Yeah.
Did it need to be in there?
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was
I ain't mad
actually-
at him,
I'm
but
not
it was
either,
kinda,
but it's like,
uh,
what?
a little suspect, a little sus,
Yeah,
a
like,
little sussaroony.
you look more like a lichen than a vampire.
definitely. I could see him in
Turning into a lichen than Underworld.
100%.
Yeah.
Who was the dude that played Dracula in that third one? It was the same guy from the fucking Prison Break show, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the
He
same
was the
dude
brother.
from Prison Break. Yeah. He used to be in a show called John Doe, where he like either got abducted or something, but they found him in a forest, butt naked, and he knew everything. And by he knew everything, he had all the wealth of the world's knowledge in his brain. Literally knew everything. Like you could ask him something and he just knew it. Just
that's wild.
everything. Interesting show. Didn't last long.
Prison Break was incredible for a while, and it was like, I think I liked the fact
Two
that
white dudes trying to break out of jail or something.
it was the level of like,
Dominic Purcell,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dominic
Yeah.
Purcell. Yeah.
it was the level of like
and he played Drake.
smart, like
yeah,
that.
Drake. Yeah, but I mean that
it
was
no,
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's Dracula, motherfucker. You're like, come on.
oh,
Drake makes
man.
music. Like, come on. The hell, I ain't scared of Drake.
Oh man,
He was
I'll be
wheelchair Jimmy at that time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah. That's how you
Little Jimmy. Hey, you did not come from the bottom, my friend.
Oh my
you were
god,
making money when
You had a
yeah.
whole ass acting career.
started from the bottom. Now you're here. What?
Started from the bottom of that wheelchair. Is
Yeah.
where he started from. Oh,
He was
my
rapping
God.
on there.
He was.
Was he? Was he sing rapping or was he
No,
rapping?
he was rapping, but like
Oh.
terrible.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Seriously? Oh, so much for Drake. Oh man,
I'm sorry, Drizzy Drake.
Drizzy.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Drizzy.
Yeah.
Oh, gentlemen, man, I think it's almost about that time.
Really?
I mean, if you count out the mishaps and stuff, but don't forget, we still got the sports show
Oh yeah, we do.
to do after this. You sound like you're upset about
No,
it.
I'm not. I just, no,
Like,
like, we do.
oh,
No, I'm saying like
oh, man.
it's almost 9:30, and yeah, we do.
we got the sports show coming up right after this. Had a rocky start, man, but we still had a great show.
Oh yeah,
Got about an hour and a half in on the third and final attempt when we finally got it right.
Yeah.
Universe 3.
Yeah. But we're about to be back, and my man Paul just signed into the chat room on Instagram. But that being said, really quick, why don't you tell them where they can find your album again, real quick?
Yeah, so my album Animated is on all major streaming platforms, from YouTube to even SoundCloud, Audio Mac. I got it on everything. If you just type in my name and Animated, it's happening.
And the name is Crazy-8 the Great.
All one word,
I'm
no
gonna
spaces.
put the lower third up there. Wait, we're about to do the outro, so I'll do it when I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it when I do that. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this very problematic episode of the Two Endangered Mammals podcast. The most problematic podcast in my duplex.
Today.
Today. I have been your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo, and with me as always is Mr. Pun Fu Panda, the GOAT co-host, even when things go bad. Why don't you tell them how they can reach you, Mr. Pun?
On Instagram and Snapchat at Pun Fu Panda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And Mr. Crazy-8, the Great, how can they reach you, sir?
On all social media platforms at Crazy, the number 8, THE, Great. It's only one of me. You can't get another. Follow me.
And if you want to follow me, you can find me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39. And you can reach me on Instagram, Snapchat. You can reach me on every social media platform, including Xbox Live. You can find me there at Tiger39. Once again, I have been your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo. We had a problematic show, but then we got through it, because that's how we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have been the Two Endangered Mammals, +1, and we are now signing out. Peace.